Am I allowed to get upset? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. MrTacpans's, did you have anything to say before I begin? He just said I can't begin until he starts telling me what to say. So he's laughing at me now. Very funny, MrTacpans's. I did tell you all that MrTacpans's, we're in love. You see, in heaven, every angel's a mister. Don't you know it? Mystery. I'm not going to explain that. Mystery. M is the 13th letter for creation. The Y is the connection between the two. Anyways, I'm on to something else right now. I'm going to try and remember. This is so tough for me. I just did a 20-minute video and she disappeared on me. Very sad. Ready, MrTacpans's? He's never ready. He asked me if I'm ready. Anyways, orange, okay, is that the yellow that connects to red? Okay, now I'm reading this off a book because you see the yellow would be this planet Earth, the Earth color, the color for the Earth in colors. It's not called brown. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Unless I'm wrong and it's yellow-skinned people with a light beige brown earth. Doesn't matter. Okay. The reason I'm mentioning this is the 5-ball is orange. Okay. Now, remember what I told you? The 5-ball is orange. The 7-ball is actually red. Okay. Excuse me. The 7 is actually red in roulette. I'm getting this all wrong. Anyways, drop it. Let me go on to something else. So the yellow soil matrix spirit. The yellow spirit is the matrix spirit yellow of the earth, because the earth has to be connected also. It also has to have a spirit that goes with soul. Soul is earth. Earth is another god. Okay, I'll explain why it's a god. Okay, because it's its own natural environment that listens to no one. That's it. You can manipulate it, push it, take it, truck it, whatever you want. Earth's its own god. It listens to no one. Very, very possible. I mean, you have to know that. Does the earth listen to anybody? No, it's manipulated. Okay? You have a thought, you didn't have the action, so it means absolutely nothing. You're just thinking. It's in the middle there. It's in the number 5 position. Okay? Now, what I was going to question is, thus we have the blue spirit, okay, that passes through the sky, and what gas is added to that? I mean, in the blue sky, the what does that electric bring with us? Because when it hits the lakes, it turns the lakes more of a Martian green with a navy blue reflection. As the oceans, it seems to go in there, but with the salts or iodine, however you want to call it. These matrix cover skins that go into the ocean are no longer covered. They don't have to be. They run through the salt to the bottom of the ocean, run right into the core, and the matrix is now connected to Earth. Okay? I hate really reading off of anything I read. Thus, that means the planetary lineup of this entire solar system is based on the same theory. Then I went on to is what color is the moon? And I took a look at some pictures, and guess what? I made my own decision on what color I think the moon is. The moon has a little bit of that purple in it. It's got a turquoise in it. 2 of the colors of the 9-horse. In horse racing, and standardbred and thoroughbred. Thank God I once went to the racetrack. I gained something that I could never gain in my entire life unless I showed up there. It may have ruined part of my life, but let me tell you one thing. It put me into a place where I would rather be than any other place right now, right here with you. Thank you, MrTacpans's. That's fantastic. Right. I told you this already. 54, if you count the designs, there's 26 blocks, but I believe the center is round. If I'm right, that's going to be fantastic, but this center has to be round. Have I told you already how it works? This is the way it works. Jupiter is the center of everything, okay? Everything overlaps onto Jupiter, okay? What happens is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars right there on Jupiter. Then on the other side of Jupiter, on the top of it, I only have 2 hands, sorry, okay, is you have Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and the covering of all. Why do you think Neptune goes so close to Pluto? It's that covering under electrical wire. I wish I could hold one up and show you one. Wait, no, whoop, that one was going to pull my internet one out. So it's that electrical wire that go around. That's the action of Pluto. I mean, I'm telling you it's the black electrical wire, but it actually is not. It's comparison. It's trying to explain to you how it works in the same formula. You see, the thing is, the computers, they can't take one formula and sort of squeeze it into something that doesn't have the same vocabulary. Okay? And you see, I can do that. Okay, that's how I know. So Jupiter is the main beam, it's the main part of the clock. How come there's 3 hands on the clock? Maybe it's for that reason. How come there's 3 rings on Saturn? Well, it's very simple. They cover up for Mars, Earth, Venus, Mercury. They cover up for Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn. And those are the 3 rings that cover for those planets. And the same reason why Jupiter has 63 moons, well, they're the center transport planet between the other planets of this solar system. So they have 63 moons, and one of the reasons for 63 moons is very simple. It's very simple. Okay? The reason for the 63 moons is, I didn't want to show you this now, but I'm going to show it to you, is this. You have the 1 dice, okay? That 1 dice, no matter how many times you turn it, that 1 dice is the totality to the 4 corners, making God the only one in this realm. Then you go to the 3 dice in between, okay, which now takes the 1 part of God's spirit, okay. God goes up into the 1 position, crosses into the 5, and over to the 9. God creates in that 3, okay, that he can connect to the earth. But in all actuality, if you look at that 4, in order for God to win earth, okay, the 2 on the bottom on the 4 dice, there's 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. 1 is the heavens, 1 is for the spirit, the 3 is for creation, and on the bottom it's a 7-9 because it's the birth God, because earth gave birth. Before anything else, the elements came together for God, and God brought them together, okay? But it was the elements that produced first. God used the elements. Now we know that earth is a God. It listens to no one. It does as it does, and if you punish it, you punish it. It really doesn't give a damn. Eventually, something will turn up somewhere. No matter what you do, you can never knock them down. So you take that 4 that you see there, you put that 1 God in between, calling it the God Spirit, right? And you end up with that 5 dice. Now in that 5 dice, God is now going from heaven down over to the earth, back up to heaven. He's creating and he's connected. Okay? This book is a little heavy. Okay? So now you see God is connected. Okay? Through these dice. Okay? Now you'll have the 6 dice. What is the 6 dice? Okay? Okay, now this is really heavy. I wish I could get something lighter. I'm going to just show you the 6 dice. I'm going to mark it out on black marker. I'm going to show you the 6 dice. Okay? I'm going to show you the 6 dice twice, because that's what I want to show you. Here's the 6 dice. Okay? But here's also the 6 dice. It goes both ways. What you think because it's sideways, it's not telling you something. That's north and south. Okay? And this way's east and west. It's funny, eh? The way east-west, okay? North-south, the center there is, it seems really actually less space, but it's the same space. Can you understand the difference? Okay? Now what happens after that is, okay, is the 6 dice, okay? That's God, okay? God is the 6. Why is he the 6? Oh my God, I have to explain it. Because God is he who he is. God is the creator. Okay, okay, and I think God is the spirit. God owns the spirit, he creates, he is God. The other part of the three, okay, are the elements. Okay, the one is God, okay, over here. This one is God, but at the same time, that one is God. Excuse me, it would be down here, the seventh spot. This seventh spot, that's the earth god and God. They're both God. So if you take a look at this, I'm going to mark it. And I turn it sideways. Okay, you still get to show it. You see what happens to it? Excuse me, I have to do it this way. You see what happens? Watch where the mark is. Okay, it's in the seventh position. Okay, it's in the seventh position, that mark I just marked. Okay, and it's the seven god of earth that listens to no one, and it's the god of spirit and angel heaven, the angle. Okay, now watch what happens when I turn it this way. Look where it moves. It moves over to the ninth position. It says creation. That's the birth. That spot where it moved from here to here. Okay, one is 7, one is 9. Okay, 7 times 9, 63 moons on Jupiter. The other reason, this dot in the center. That dot is the spirit dot, okay? It connects the heavens, okay? And it connects the earth, okay? That is like an overlapping. It slips apart. It's the core. Why do you have 3 across in the center? Because in the center is how life works. You can't have life without that 5 center hole to keep everything connected. But if I turn it this way, we also have the I letter. This way it makes the H. This way it makes the I. 2, 5, and 8. In tic-tac-toe, this is 2008. Okay? That's what it says. The other way it would say, I think I drew it backwards, but it would say 4, 5, and 6. So we stay connected both ways with that spirit. So now, in God, we always say God is 7. No, God is always 6. He's only 7 because of the spirit connect. Okay? Because if I show you this again on the dice, God is only 6. God can't be anything but 6. Because that's what makes him the God. When he controls that earth, when he boxes in and makes a creation of a birth, when he makes a birth, he's controlling that person. That person's coming out of the ground. Food from the ground goes into that person. That person is consuming the earth under the control of God. Now God is controlling the earth, us, in a way. Yeah, the other thing is I'm going to try and do this real quick if I could. Okay, is the snowflake. Okay, there's many ways to do the snowflake. Okay, I'm going to show you now. Those are the 9 spots. Now I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3. Is this a snowflake? Or is this the snowflake? This way, it's on the ambulance. This way, they mostly show it on the telephone to start. You see the 2 empty spots that have no lines? Well, in that position, it's 2 and 8. In this position, it's 4 and 6. You see, when it's this way, it's 7 of 9. Count them. We're using 7 of 9 positions. 7 times 9, 63 moons. 1963. What a beautiful year. Because the total and the color of 10 is all in black and white. That's how you know it's number 10. The 10 is total of everything inside. Whatever came out of the creation of 9 is going to have the black covering on it saying 10. And guess what? The black covering sheath, the black covering, okay, is the plastic outside your wiring, and that cotton on the inside, oh, that poor lamb, or the paper, okay, is what protects it. So you have 10. The 10 card, okay, the 10 number has to have a black value. They show me, listen to this, on the 10 horse in standard bred racing, it's red and blue, but they're racing on the standard bred on the yellow ground makes black. My black 10, something about the black 10. 10 is definitely black. Definitely, it's the penguin. 10 is the penguin. It gives you all the answers, black and white, 100%. Anyways, take care. I hope this cassette was real. Don't forget, let's help Africa now and all of